The dark web, mystery, intrigue, and espionage. The CIA taking a page out of spy thrillers in an effort to recruit double agents from China.
俗话说“筑梦人生”，可惜我是为他人之梦。
All right, so you're looking at a video the CIA posted to its YouTube channel Thursday. The agency honing in on potential foreign spies. These slick videos in Mandarin, an effort to exploit the perceived anxieties of those living inside the authoritarian regime and get them to switch sides. A CIA official telling Reuters, quote, "If it weren't working, we wouldn't be making more videos." The videos wrap with encrypted contact information for the agency, information that can be accessed via the dark web. The most recent videos released as trade tensions, of course, between the U.S. and China continue to deteriorate. So I'd like to welcome in now former CIA officer and FBI special agent Tracy Walder for more analysis of this. Tracy, great to see you. My first question for you, is this type of recruitment new? What stands out about this?
Well, thank you so much for having me, Nichole. This type of recruitment isn't necessarily new. The form in which it's taking place is newer, right? Because of really the digital age and the internet and all of that. But I think it really is harkening back from the past of something so simple that we used to use called walk-ins. And those were individuals from home countries that we had targeted that would come in and say, hey, I want to spy for you. But those days are sort of gone, if you will. And now we are in the digital era. And so this is something that is taking place more and more. We actually targeted Russia with something like this, really at the height of the war with Ukraine as well, really capitalizing on the disenfranchisement. And that's exactly what we're doing here with China.
And so how successful is this type of recruitment? Because you know, we in the intro to you, we talked about a CIA official saying, hey, if it wasn't working, we wouldn't be making more videos.
The official is right. Obviously, the money spent on this, if it wasn't getting a return, we wouldn't continue to do it because we have to be good stewards of the government's money. But I also think the critical issue here, specifically with these Chinese videos, is the fact that they are penetrating China's Great Firewall. That's a key issue here. In Russia, it was a bit easier to get videos like that through. In China, it's really, really difficult to get outside videos through like that. And so it's actually quite impressive that the CIA has been able to do that. It's hard to know, obviously, if this is successful, the extent to which it's successful. The CIA wouldn't publish that information. However, the fact that they've penetrated that Great Firewall and the fact that they continue to highly produce these, they're not cheap, tells me it is successful.
And I don't know how much you can actually answer this next question, but I mean, how do these potential recruits avoid being caught, because so much is monitored there? And I would think even viewing the video could potentially get someone in trouble.
You know what, Nichole, you're absolutely right. That's the issue here that I'm seeing. And clearly, we're not seeing a lot of what we call blowback about that. We are not seeing these potential assets suffering, right, as a result of attempting to become a double agent, essentially. Because if we were, we would stop doing that. That is something that we are very opposed to doing. That happened in Russia. And we put a pause, actually, on that about 30 years ago when something like that was occurring. However, as you mentioned, that digital footprint and that digital firewall that they have is quite impressive, that China has. And so the fact that they are able to circumvent that and then provide them with the correct encryption to be able to go through that undetected is excellent.
All right, so Tracy, I'd like to look at things from many different angles. So, you know, one of my questions here, are other countries doing the same thing, trying to then recruit Americans? So are we being hypocritical? How often does that kind of thing happen?
You're right. We are doing that. And essentially, China and Russia are doing it to us. And that was out a couple months ago, actually, when there were a large amount of federal layoffs. A warning went out from the intelligence communities that they saw an uptick in Russia and China attempting to digitally recruit disgruntled or disenfranchised former intelligence workers that may have been terminated as a result of some of these cuts. So they are 100% doing it to us, and we are doing it back to them in response.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.